A few days ago, when the trailer for Far Cry 6 dropped, Ubisoft put out a statement saying that they actually don't consider this game to be making a political statement, and this goes in line with their history of underplaying political themes in quite a number of their games, most noticeably Division 2 for example. However, it's taken them less than a week to completely flip-flop on this and cave in to the online peer pressure. So we have a statement put out by the narrative director of the game. His name is Navid Carverai. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, but he is the narrative director for Far Cry 6, and this is over on the official Ubisoft website. And the statement starts by saying, "The politics of Far Cry 6. Our story is political. A story about a modern revolution must be. There are hard, relevant discussions in Far Cry 6 about the conditions that lead to the rise of fascism in a nation, the cost of imperialism, forced labour, and the need for free and fair elections, LGBTQ+ rights, and more within the context of Yara, a fictional island in the Caribbean. My goal was to empower our team to be fearless in the story we were telling, and we worked incredibly hard to do this over the last 5 years. We also tried to be very careful about how we approached our inspiration, which include Cuba, but also other countries around the world that have experienced political revolutions in their histories. In our approach, we made sure to seek creators and collaborators for our team who can speak personally and to the history and the cultures and the regions that they were inspired by. We also brought on experts and consultants to examine the game's story multiple times over the course of the project to make sure it was being told with sensitivity. It's not for me to decide if we succeed, but I can say we absolutely tried. There are conversations and research is done on perspectives for those who fought in revolutions in the late 1950s and early 1960s and beyond are absolutely reflected in the story and our characters, but if anyone is seeking a simplified binary political statement specifically on the current political climate in Cuba, they won't find it. I am from a family that has endured the consequences of a revolution. I have debated revolution over a dinner table with my entire family, and I can only speak for myself, but it's a complex subject that should never be boiled down to one quote. What players will find is a story that's point of view attempts to capture the political complexity of a modern, present-day revolution within a fictional context. We have attempted to tell a story with action, adventure, and heart that also isn't afraid to ask hard questions. Far Cry is a brand that's in its DNA, seeks to have mature, complex themes, balanced, and humour. One does not exist without the other, and we've attempted to achieve this balance with care. My only hope is that we are willing to let the story speak for itself before forming hard opinions on political reflections. Thanks for reading." Wow, that's quite the statement considering less than a week ago they said that this game was not making a political statement and now they're saying I am totally fine with stories, especially in video games, being inspired by real political events, whether that be a war setting or something a little bit more not so intense. I think there's nothing wrong with that. The issue becomes, for me in particular, is when they start to go about doing modern stuff, because we have seen multiple times when they say modern, what they really mean is they're going to infect it with identity politics. As of right now, I don't know if that's what they're going to do with this game. I'm just very cautious. I'm not really the biggest Far Cry fan, but this is kind of a little bit of a turn-off for me personally. I think what they should have done is just maintain their original stance by saying it's not a political game. However, there are political themes within the game, and it's up to you to interpret it how you see fit. Here's our story. Here's our game. Hope you enjoy it. It took them less than a week to cave to the noise that was being made online by a lot of the people who probably won't even purchase the game. I think that speaks volumes, but what do you guys make about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know if you plan to get this game. Be sure to subscribe to Gaming with Geeks and check out geeksandgamers.com, and I'll see you all in the next video.